I like the airbrush shoes.
Perfect.
Thank you, Sonny. Appreciate all your help.
Yep.
So you just...
An organ transplant list will be discriminated against due to a physical or mental disability. Regardless of political persuasion or belief system, this is just good common sense. Every single life is precious. And in Georgia, while I'm governor, that will always include those who have a physical or mental disability. This section of the legislation is named for Gracie Nobles, whose family is here with us today. It was awesome to meet her earlier. She is a sport model, and had Gracie needed a heart transplant, she could have been denied that procedure based on her Down syndrome diagnosis. That is not who we are as a state. And with HB 128 signed into law, we can take another step toward making sure Gracie's life and every life matters under Georgia state law. Second, HB 128 requires that a doctor obtain parental consent before placing a do not resuscitate order on a minor. Simon Crozier was born in 2010 in Missouri. Simon suffered from a serious life-threatening medical condition called trisomy 18. Without his parents' consent, a do not resuscitate order was placed on Simon, and he passed away at 3 months old. HB 128 simply ensures that doctors gain consent from the parents or legal guardian of any minor before placing a do not resuscitate order on their file. As you can see, this common sense legislation that is pro-life, pro-child, and pro-family. I'd like to thank the legislators involved in this fight. One of my floor leaders, Senator Clint Dixon, Representative Rick Williams, Representative Mac Jackson, Senator Chuck Payne, and Representative Casey Carpenter. Thank you all for your leadership. I also want to thank several groups that are here today, including the Georgia Family Policy Alliance, Georgia Life Alliance, the Faith and Freedom Coalition, the Georgia Baptist Mission Board, and many other supporters. And thank you again to Gracie's family for joining us. We appreciate you all being here. Similar to other states who have passed the Tim Tebow bill, SB 42 contains the Dexter-Mosley Act and allows students who are primarily homeschooled to play in public school sports and other curricular activities, provided they take just one course at the school. In a year when many student athletes were forced to sit out an entire or part of a season, it's important to remember that some students in the homeschooling community are not afforded the option to play on local sports teams at all. Having played baseball and football in high school, I know firsthand the benefits of participation in sports as a teenager, and SB 42 expands that great opportunity for more Georgia students. Here with us today is Chanel Mosley, who I know was down at the Capitol many days this legislative session, carrying on the legacy of her husband, Dexter Mosley, who is the namesake of this bill. Dexter was a strong advocate for greater opportunity for homeschool students, and we are thankful for his work and yours as well, Chanel. Thank you for being with us. I'd again like to thank the leaders under the Gold Dome who have made this happen. Senator Bruce Thompson, Representative Rick Jaspers, and Representative John Carson, who also were instrumental, and Senator Jeff Mullis, the lead sponsor of SB 42. You know, throughout this once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, so many parents, especially parents of school-aged kids, have had to completely rearrange their lives. Whether it was working from home, struggling to help a child learn online, or finding ways for their kids to safely hang out with friends and keep some semblance of normalcy. One option that parents turned to was learning pods for their children. These students may have had disadvantages with online learning or not received the level of education that parents wanted for their child in a traditional school setting. SB 246 will make sure state and local governments can't come in and regulate families who simply want to advance the educational achievement of their kids. I'm a firm believer that government should not try to tell you how to educate your child. And thanks to the leadership of the General Assembly and so many passionate advocates, some are who are with us today, Georgia will now empower and protect families who choose to further their child's education in a learning pod setting. And finally, today I'll be signing Bill SB 47, an expansion of the current Special Needs Scholarship Program. SB 47 will ensure that more at-risk students are given the opportunity to attend a school that fits their individual needs. COVID-19 has certainly highlighted the challenges that families face in finding the right education for their child, especially those with special needs. This bill will give more parents greater options to ensure their child has every opportunity to achieve their dreams. SB 47 was carried by Senator Steve Gooch and Representative Will Wade. And I want to thank both of them for their hard work in getting this across the finish line. This legislation was also a top priority for our Lieutenant Governor, Jeff Duncan. I appreciate his leadership on expanding educational opportunities for more children here in the Peach State. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to my friend and Lieutenant Governor, Jeff Duncan.
Thank you, Governor. It's such an honor to be here today, and just to hear the cumulative total of good being created from the legislation today is humbling, and it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of leadership of the folks that you see here today that came to work every day fighting for these big ideas, but also from a governor who's willing to stand up for these values and for these great initiatives as we move forward. Continues to remind us that education is so important here in Georgia. As we continue to grow and expand as a state, we continue to be reminded of how important these educational opportunities are and the opportunities that they create for future generations as we continue to prepare our kids for a 21st century global economy. SB 47 for me is something special to watch parents and students, children, be able to gain access to the services and to the educational track that will best fit their needs and their disabilities. It's something that is very, very, it just warms your heart to know that they're going to have an opportunity to be able to achieve their dreams and have a better opportunity. And so I'm grateful for all the leadership. I'm grateful for Senator Steve Gooch and your diehard passion for this. It's such an important part of your everyday here at the Capitol, and I'm grateful for your efforts in partnering with our office. I stand here humbled to be the Lieutenant Governor of a state that continues to put the lives and livelihoods at the forefront of every decision, and grateful for Governor Kemp's leadership through this entire process. Thank you.
All right, with that, thank you guys again for joining us. We're going to sign some of these bills real quick. SB 47 first.
she has like different colored binders. That's what she is. 100%. Dude, that shows. That's one of my favorite things. I 100%. It's so much. Yeah, no, you're right. A lot of people like that one's better. Archie Red is so good. I know. You're not Miranda. What? Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah. Oh, please.
You all done? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. So I have to watch the governor sign the bill.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great day.
See y'all. Yeah, a little bit.
Is this for the? What are you?
He just knocked it. I was checking it. It's fine.
He's signing.
Dexter.
Yeah. I'll just leave hands all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit push. I said, so, get on vacation. Good. I'll talk to her, so I guess she's alright. If something's going wrong, I guess I'd hear her. You don't mind my business. It means I'm minding my business. Exactly right. I do my thing. So I just hard release to what I need to do.
I need a few on this side, but we're good. Or they can squeeze.
Got this for a second.
I feel better, and now that it's picture with, and I'm not in it, I see what you accomplish. And our clients are happy. We don't have any clients that have bad sessions, so I feel good though. Actually,
All right, everybody, look at Brian Horn, everybody.
All right, over here. Take a few pictures. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, now we're going to watch the governor sign the bill.
he's like, you can do what you want, but please don't do that job. I said, I'm glad we're this is what I needed. I was asking. Yeah. I said, it's a no from me.
say I wouldn't call that hot
Think so.